Hi guys, welcome to Stark Industries. In this video, we are going to see about how to get input from the users. So, in the last video, I already explained why we are getting input from the users on the output screen. So, in this video, we implement that, and additionally, we are going to see about how the if-else operations are work and what are the conditional statements and some operations and operators in the Python. So, first of all, we are going to see about the arithmetic operators in Python. So the arithmetic operators are also called as mathematical operators that are used to do some mathematical operations. So in Python, the plus operator is called addition operator, same like in Max. So it is used to add two numbers, and minus is used to subtract two numbers, and multiplication star symbol. So in Max we are using cross symbols. So it is used to multiply two numbers, and division and modulus. In the last video I say the difference between the division and modulus. So division gives the quotient number and modulus gives the remainder number. So and the exponent, this operator is something different. So I assign a value of 5 to a variable a, so it returns the 5 to the power of 2, which is like that. 5 5s are 25. So the we put double star if the exponent, this number is called as changed to as exponent number of the a. So lastly, the fold division. The floor division always retains the integer if the output is also a float, double, anything like that. Okay, this is some of the arithmetic operators. Uh, wait, I will open some. This is called as keywords in Python. So what is keywords? In all programming language, there are some keywords. So keywords are special words that are not assigned to a variable name. If you assign a variable name as def, it is changed to as keyword and it returns some error. So do not assign a variable name called false, def, true in this such of words. So these are called keywords that are special words that is always reserved in Python. So if you want, just take some screenshot and you can go through that later. So let's gonna see about some of the logical operators in Python. So double equal to checks whether the left side variable and right side variable inside the values are equal, and the logical operators returns only a boolean value, say like that. The boolean value is called either true or false. In mathematically we represent 0 or 1. So it checks the values in the a and the values in the b. If the value in the a equal to means it's check whether it is equal to the value in the b. If not, it returns false. If true, it returns true. Then greater than, less than, greater than or equal to, less than or equal to, this is most case we are using not equal to. If the value in a is not equal to b means, so it returns true. Assume the value of a is equal to 100 and b is equal to 35. Here in this example, I assigned a variable, value of a is equal to 100 and value of b is equal to 35. Okay, you can also implement and by giving various values to these variables by the compiler. Okay, next, logical operator and some of the logical operators. Yeah, this is and, or, and not. And is used to give more than one conditions. So and or is these three operators are used to and or are give more than two conditions, and not is same like that, exclamatory equal to. Okay, what is and? If the left side condition and the right side condition, the both conditions are true, means it returns true. Otherwise, it returns false. Or in the left side condition or the right side condition, either one condition is true, it returns true. Here we are going to assume a value of A is equal to 97 and value of B is equal to 35. So the OR operator, it checks first A is greater than B. Let's check. Yeah, the A is greater than B. The one condition is true, it returns true. So it returns true. But also it checks other condition also, A double equal to B. The value of A inside and the value of B equals. So this condition is false. So the one condition is true, it returns true. And operator, the AND operator, the must both conditions are true. The value of A is 97 and value of B is 35, it is true, and value of A not equal to value of B, so it returns false. And here is the not operation. Not operation means not of this condition. So this condition need not to be satisfied. So A greater than B, it satisfies, so it returns false. Okay, logical operator, and some of the assignments operator in Python. The assignment operator is used to assign a value to a variable. So equal to A equal to B, the B value is stored inside the A. So something like that, A is equal to 10, the value of 10 is assigned to the variable X. So here equal to assign right side operand to left side variable. So the 10 value is stored inside the variable X. So we use equal to. So plus equal to means that if the X already having the value of 10, means imagine like that. So if you give X plus is equal to 20, the it in this place, so the X is already having the value of 10. So we giving X plus is equal to 20. So the already value stored inside the X 10 is add to 20. So like that, X is equal to 10 means, so X plus is equal to 20. Then we print X, it returns the value of 20. So I code this. Wait for a few minutes. First of all, understand what is the operators and what are the operators that are exist in Python. So do not read more theoretically, just know that. Okay, subtract, same like the subtract operator, multiple operator, divide equal to is equal to divided operator, and also that module equal to is equal to remainder, star equal to is equal to performed exponent operation, floor division, same as the arithmetical operator. So in this video I am going to code in online compiler, so online interpreter. You can also code in IDLE. So how to, I already show you how to install Python in your system. So do not practice in VS Code, that like of compilers and the code editors, because it will auto complete the line. If it already auto complete the line, you do not uh, learn about how the syntax is actually working. So if you master the syntax after you go to the code editor, this is my suggestion always. Okay, let's check whether it is working right or not. So I am just printing Stark Industries, print Stark Industries. So I click run. Yeah, it is perfectly working. So let's zoom it slightly, and I am going to a full screen mode. So okay, Let's check the assignment operators. So when a is equal to 10, when I give this, the value of 10 is stored inside a variable a. So I am going to print the value of a. So do not give double quotes because double quotes will give actually what we are wrote inside. So if I give double quotes, that it returns a. I want to return the value of a, so I do not give double quotes by this and this, and it returns the value of 10. So that 10 is stored inside a variable a. So now we see how to get input from the users. So uh, the basic syntax is I am declaring a variable as num1 and assigning an assignment operator and giving, if you want to store a integer variable, there is a function called int. So give int of, so inside that we are going to get an input. So if you, I want to print the num1 value. So if I run this, yeah, it asking some of the inputs. I am giving a number and it returns the 14. So it is the input value, this is the output value. So what is happening here? So I am declaring a variable called num1. I want to get the value of num1 in the output screen. So I want to get the input from the users at the runtime. So I need to declare some keyword called input. So if I declare as input here, so when I give 14, it also return 14. But here the 14 is considered as a string. So if you want this as integer, so we want to give input of function. So if I click run and enter 14, yeah, it returns 14. But this is the type of integer. So we are getting here the type is int. So if you want some of the string values to store inside a variable, so I am going this, the input is just enough. So I am going to store a variable dot. That's just is inside and you enter. It stores a string also. So when you not give, if I give here as int, does not store any string. Yeah, it returns something. Yeah, because while you are giving here a int, so it always wants to store a integer variable, not a string variable. Okay, right? So this is how we are going to get an input from the users. So okay, also I am going to teach about how the if else statement is working in this video. So I am going to declare a num1 is equal to int of input. So here in this input, you can also give a statement of enter num1 value. Now another variable num2 int put enter num2 value. So if I code like this, the enter num2 value is asking in the output screen. So see like that, enter, it is asking like num1 value is 4 and you putting and enter. It is also asking num2 value. So it is used to specify and remember which for which variable we are giving. So I am giving, I can complete this. So enter, it is code because I do not print any. So I am giving what is if else statement. If else statement is used to uh, check whether the condition is true. If the condition is true, the if block is executed. Otherwise, the else block is executed. So how it happens? So let me go for a solution of uh, printing the greatest two numbers. So if num1 is greater than num2. So if num1 is greater than num2 means here we have to give a column. So in Java we are going to give us some of the like curly braces is give define user to define a block. So in Python we have to give the colon and give plus enter. So it is automatically gives some space before like that. So a tab of space. So it is intended. So in Python indentations are used to define a block. So we are going to I am going to print num1 is greater, otherwise else is so greater. So when I click enter, it is asking the num1 value. I am giving num1 14. Num2 value asking, yeah, I am giving the num2 value as 10. And when I click enter, yeah, it checks this condition. This condition is true, so the if block is executed. If I am running one more, so I am giving mapping the very values. I am giving the num1 value as 10 and num2 value as 14. 8 since num2 is greater. So this condition is false. So this block is executed. Okay. So I can also view the number in this type also. So then I give enter, it is directly giving the output. So this is why the user getting input from the user happens into input of. So when we got a input from the user at a runtime, so we can check multiple stages while running the program or code simultaneously. So I am giving also it asking some of the variables. I am giving 100 and 12. So num1 is greater. So I want to test another use case. So I can again run the program. I print as 200 and enter 100. So this is why we want get input from the users at the runtime. So okay. Also, next I am going to teach about the AND operator. And num1 is equal to I'm going to check two conditions. If the num1 this condition and this condition, the two conditions both are satisfied, the if block is executed. So I am giving that 100 is only execute else block. Why? Because we are giving this condition does not satisfy. Both the condition nothing case. So I am giving equal to now the case is satisfied. 100 and my someone is greater. So because of the both case is satisfied because greater than or equal to. If the number is greater than or equal to. So this is AND operator and also we give OR operator. So now this I am giving both value as 100 the if blocks is executed because in these two conditions, any one of these conditions is true, so it executes the if block. Okay. So I am giving that we can also give it as nested if. So what is nested if? We can give conditions with the two if. This is called nested if. So I'm taking this is the syntax. Here we are going to give another if statement and giving the condition num1 is equal to num2. So I am giving another if condition. So in this statement, so it checks whether first the num1 is greater than num2 and gets into the. So next check num1 is equal to num2. Then gets into the block and execute this. If either one of these are wrong, prints the else. So whether you are running 100, so 100 that num2 is greater because the first condition is failed. So I am giving equal to here 100, 100. So it prints the if block. So this is the another method that are used to check the two conditions. So this is called nested if. So these are the conditions. So in this statement we can also give without the else block. So the else block is optional. So if I print 100 and 200, nothing is printed because we do not give any else block. If this is fails, we do not give any. If this fails, we print this. Okay. So in the next video, I am going to teach about how we get input from the users and how in the get the input from the user as a string, how to remove spaces when the input gives the user gives the input with the spaces. So also I'm going to teach about the for loop and while loop iterating statements also. So this is conditional statement. This next video I'm going to teach about how the